Hello and welcome. Today we're going to check in at the holiday village in Billund, Denmark. So we're going to go through the really simple and easy process of how you actually check in, and then we're going to have a little wander from this check-in desk here to the accommodation, then have a quick loop and tour around the accommodation. Everything that we see will be available in much greater detailed videos to come. This is just a very quick and easy sort of overall how you can just check in and how easy it is. So with the check-in process, as you can see, there's loads of check-in desks. You've got to bear in mind that depending on what time you do come, it could be very busy if you come straight after the park. Now the staff are amazingly helpful. They managed to find the booking reference number straight off the email nice and quickly. What they then do is they will give you a map. They will circle where you are on the map, and they will also circle the location of where you're staying, and then you get you from the quickest point from A to B. Now this place is open 24/7, so you can grab some of those drinks if you need to. The whole
Yeah.
process took, say, just over 10 minutes. That was easy enough, because what you also have to go over is the linen side of things as well. Now it is mandatory that you have to have all your bed linen and everything. They supply the pillows and sheet. They supply the pillow and duvet, but you need to supply your sheets. Now if you don't have sheets, they will supply you with them, which works out to be about £10 per person. But within that pack, you get given all your towels and everything else that you need for your duration of your couple of days of stay or overnight stay, and so on and so forth. Now, everything that we are walking past now, which is including this takeaway bit and all the models and everything, it will be available in a much greater detailed video. Now, if you are a larger family and you have a car, yes, you are allowed to drive down. As you can see, that car just to the right hand side, and then you are allowed to keep your car by the cabin. If you have a larger family and you've just come straight off the plane and you have all of your suitcases and stuff, it's not a problem at all, because you can just walk down to wherever it is you need to go. So ours was Bear Country, I do believe. So as you can see in a second, they are easily signposted with a load of models. You can then just shoot down depending on which one it is that you want to do. This one's again something slightly different, so that one had its own name where it took you down to the different accommodations down by Ninjago. I think Bear Country might be next, so you'll be able to see that. You'll be able to find your accommodation easy enough, because like I said, they have circled it on the map and it's all nice and easy. But then you can walk back down and just get your packs of towels with the sheets and everything in it. They are in its own sort of tall dolly wheels. You can just pull them out off the top of the pile, get as many of them as you need, because you would have already prepaid for them. Now if you hadn't prepaid for them, you would pay for them at the check-in, which again would probably add on a couple of minutes anyway. But if you tick the boxes that you would need to get the linen and so on and so forth, then you would obviously have to pay for it that way. So depending on how you've done your booking, you either pay for the linen there, or you can do it on your order. Now, I actually think I paid for the linen there, thinking about it, because I did my booking through booking.com, and it advised me of the price of what the linen would be, because it is mandatory. They then asked you the question, do you have your own linen? There's the Bear Country with the models. I said no, I need to get them. And then they just supply, there they are, they just boff straight on the desk, and then you can just carry them around. So obviously I only had a little backpack, so it was nice and easy. But like I said, if you have no spare hands, you can just come back, collect the bits and pieces, then walk back again, and it is extremely well lit at night, which again we will see in the full loop tour. And the room that we're about to have a really quick look at now, we will go over in much greater detail. But I think that is a check-in process done, so you just got to remember, depending on the time you get there, it will depend on obviously how long you have to queue, because everybody will come from the theme park at the same time. So if you are a family and you can see how, and you watch the last video of how easy it is to get there, it might almost be worth just nipping off just to check in, just to come back again, and then meet up back at the theme park, or just do it something slightly different to how everybody else would do it, and then just do your best to save your time. Once you've done the check-in, obviously, like I said, you get given the map, you get given the key, you get given all the information that you need to get given. The drinks and stuff you can buy from there 24/7. You can book in for your meals there if you want to. They do offer obviously breakfast, and then they offer an all-you-can-eat buffet in the evening, and they have obviously got a takeaway pizza bit as well, where you can go into and eat that just on the table, either outside. Again, you didn't see that, so that will come, or you can eat it on the table on the inside. And it has all the cutlery and everything that you need with regards to everything in this room. And if you spot all this, as I'm still talking about the check-in process, there are a couple of models and things on the wall. But like I said, I personally will start speaking about all of this after and on the next video. But going back to the first video of this sort of almost trilogy, it is really easy to walk from the Legoland park to this village. So if you are slightly slower walker, it'll take no more than 10 minutes. So like I said, if one of you just wanted to shoot off, check in when you can check in, sort of 3-4 o'clock, then go back to the Legoland park, or even if you're at Lelandia, for example, and you're walking around, because it will get really busy at around 5 o'clock, because that's where everybody starts to come in at the same time, because everybody leaves Legoland because they'll get there in the morning, and then what they'll do is that evening they'll obviously check in and everybody just floods out the park at the same time. So as long as you can be clever with the time that you check in, you will not have a problem at all. Like I said, you've got to have all the linen and things like that. The food you can either pre-book on your booking, or you can just pay for it either in cash or on your card when you are there. So that is nice and simple to do. If there's nothing that you wanted to eat on site, Lalandia, which again is in a different video, that is all available directly over the walkway, and they have a load of other sort of bistro eateries and all that side of stuff as well. But as you can see, even though I've not spoken about it yet, this cabin is very, very well equipped. It's got absolutely everything you need. And if you are going to stay there for a good couple of days with those doors shutting, you can leave the little ones in one of the rooms, and then you guys can sit outside. But as you saw with this room, there was a double bed, and then there was a bunk bed, and then there was a little baby single bed. I slept in that single bed. It was absolutely fine. I will run over all of that in the full Holiday Village accommodations. It's completely different footage and everything as well, where we'll have a look at what it's like at night, what it's like after it's been lived in, to live in it, what it's like with all the plug chargers and yada 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 with everything. So guys, I am starting to run out of time. Hopefully you find the check-in process nice and simple. Just remember, where you've got Bear Country and everything on the map, they have models at the end of each one of these sort of walkways, so you can easily find where you're going, because you just keep walking down that main heart every single time, and it'll be absolutely fine. Any questions, drop a comment and I'll do my best to help. Hopefully you found this video helpful enough and it's put your mind at ease. But guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. You guys take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-da.